Good afternoon. Happy New Year, Bills Mafia. Welcome to Orchard Park, New York, where we've reached Week 18 and what will be the final regular season game in the 53rd and final season of Highmark Stadium's existence as the home of the 11-5 Buffalo Bills. Today, the Bills play host to a team that played in the first regular season game against Buffalo in this building back on September 30th, 1973, the New York Jets. And Eric, I'm sure you will have a lot of personal memories flashing through your head as we call this final game here in this radio broadcast booth. What comes to mind for you first?
Yeah, so many memories here as a player and now working on the radio broadcast, and honestly just filled with gratitude that got to play my entire career in front of these fans in this stadium, and then now to still be a part of it in a small way here working on the radio broadcast and being able to still each and every home game be here in this stadium, experience the walk-in, just so many memories, and I got to bring my family up for one last home game last week, which was really special.
Yeah, you've spent two careers in this building. 95% of my broadcast career has been spent in this building as well. I want to take a moment to welcome in one of the many alumni back for his final game here today. Third-round pick in 1983, second-round pick in 1983.
Don't shortchange my man.
He gonna shortchange me because they always do that.
Second-round pick in 1983 out of West Virginia, a two-time first-team All-Pro, two-time Pro Bowler, four-time AFC champ, and Bills Wall of Famer Darryl Talley joining us. Thanks for the time, Darryl. I've asked you and other legends thus far, knowing this is the last game here in Highmark Stadium, a lot of memories probably come flashing to the front of your brain. I know you've told us you grew up here, you became a man here, but what is in the forefront of your brain on this day here today?
Wow. Right now, it's the calm before the storm is the way I look at it. I'm looking at it in a way whereas we've got to come out, play the game very hard, very fast, and say goodbye to a place that I grew up in, and Western New York became winners.
You never got the chance to wear the red helmets, did you, Eric? Or?
I did my rookie year.
We
okay. Started off with those and switched to the white helmets in 2010.
Ray Davis deep to return for Buffalo as we get set for kickoff in the last game hosted by Highmark Stadium. Josh Allen is out there, and he's going to get the start as expected. How long he plays is another story. James Cook, the lone setback to his left in the backfield. Shavers in motion left to right. Handoff to Cook. Over the right side, through a hole, and leaning forward, and he's right near the first down marker. It's easily a gain of 9. The spot will determine whether the sticks move. And now Josh Allen will exit to a round of applause as Mitch Trubisky checks into this game. Reggie Gilliam has checked into the game. Offset eye from the Bills with Trubisky under center. Receiver to each side. Play clock down to 5. Late motion from Hawes. Here's the snap. Coming over the right side is Davis. Going to bounce it outside. He's got the corner. Up the sideline and forced out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a 17-yard scamper for Ray Davis. Under 8.5 left opening quarter, and the Bills are still on their opening possession. 1st and 10 from the Jets 17. Offset eye. Fakes the handoff. Trubisky back to pass. Wide open. And in the end zone for the touchdown is Dawson Knox. A 17-yard touchdown strike from Trubisky to Knox. And the Bills are on the board first here in Week 18.
Bills run hard play action. Dawson Knox releases down that right sideline, completely uncovered. Easy pitch and catch there by Mitch Trubisky. Dawson Knox went out like he was going to be a blocker on the play, and the Jets just let him go by scot-free. And that's an easy touchdown that brings Dawson Knox up to 4 touchdowns on the season.
2 receivers right, 2 to the left. Trubisky in the shotgun, takes the snap, back to pass, throws in the right flat, complete to Davis, gets around the defender and up the sideline, 30, out to the 40, and forced out of bounds at the 42-yard line by Keydron Smith. It's a 21-yard catch and run by Ray Davis. Reggie Gilliam on the field. He's off to the right side. Davis the deep setback. Trubisky under center here. Tight end Kincaid and a receiver to the left side. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff, play action. Back to pass, has time. And wide open is Dalton Kincaid at the 42-yard line. Dalton Kincaid is eating here early. Trubisky in the shotgun. Johnson to his right in the backfield. Back to pass. Pressure coming. Dumps it down to Ty Johnson. Gets to the near sideline. Lowers his shoulder and gets a few extra yards, but is still going to be way short of the first down marker. And a flag comes in late. Pistol look here. And now Trubisky going to motion out. It's a Wildcat handoff. That direct snap to Ty Johnson, who races into the end zone completely untouched for a 7-yard touchdown run. Well, the Jets were completely asleep at the wheel on that one. They didn't even lay a hand on Ty Johnson. And he goes in for his 3rd rushing touchdown of the season.
There's a new wrinkle by Joe Brady. We haven't seen any Wildcat snaps this season. Great snap there by Van Pran-Granger. It's a longer snap on those Wildcat formations. Good snap and good execution there by the Bills.
2 tight ends set here for the Jets on 4th and 1, and the crowd into it now, trying to help their defense get a stop and a turnover on downs. It's 4th and about a half yard in between the 49 and 48 in Buffalo territory. Cook going to work from the shotgun. Crowd getting loud now. Here's the snap. Fakes the handoff. Now pitches it forward, and it rolls out of bounds. Pressure from A.J. Epinesa as he caught Cook between a rock and a hard place. It's a turnover on downs for Buffalo.
They tried to run an option out to the left-hand side. Brady Cook unable to make an accurate toss out to Herbert on the play with A.J. Epinesa barreling down on him. So this Bills offense is going to take over right around midfield at their own 49-yard line.
Offset eye for the Bills on 1st and 10. Ray Davis, the deep setback. He's going to fake the handoff is Trubisky. Play action complete to Gabe Davis on a crosser to the far sideline. It's a 1st down and more as he's down to the 33-yard line in Jets territory. It's a 16-yard pass play. Trubisky under center. Fakes the handoff, play action again. Pressure coming from Briggs. Throws it down the right sideline, and it's complete to Reggie Gilliam for just his 2nd reception of the season. And it's a big one because it sets the Bills up right outside the 10-yard line. 2 receivers tight to the formation on the right. Palmer on the left. Fakes the handoff, rolls right. Has Ray Davis reaching for the end zone, and he spun into the end zone for the touchdown. Ray Davis with his 2nd receiving touchdown of the season. And the Bills are cooking up 20-0 with an extra point pending.
Great game management there by Mitch Trubisky. He sees it's man-to-man coverage based upon the motion. He gets to an alert, which checks it to that play action, knowing that he'll be able to get the ball to Ray Davis out in the flat, who takes it in for the score.
And Ray Davis landed on the tackler, Jamie Sherwood, at the 1, so he was never down. Cook in the shotgun here, going to go empty again. 3 to the right, 2 to the left. And now Wangu, the running back, comes back in for protection to the left of Cook in the backfield. Play clock down to 4. Here's the snap. Back to pass, pressure coming, steps up in the pocket, but he can't get away. He's wrapped up and dropped by T.J. Sanders.
T.J. Sanders' first sack on the season, injured for a lot of this season, and then was forced to play defensive end when he came back. He's looked good these last few weeks playing defensive tackle. The Jets were extremely aggressive in the first half, going for it on 4th down. So on 4th and inches, Aaron Glenn, as expected, is going to leave his offense on the field to try and pick up this conversion.
So 4th and about a half a foot, not even half a yard.
This crowd really getting behind this defense. It's loud in here.
Tight formation. Lone setback is Herbert. Here's the snap. It's a sneak by Cook. And it looks like, based on the forward progress, he may not have gotten it. The line judge on the far side had him with the 1st down. The near side judge with the ball on the left hash said, "No way, Jose. It's a turnover on downs." Trubisky under center. Ray Davis, the lone setback. Bunch formation right, single receiver left. Here's the snap. Handoff goes to Davis through a giant hole up the middle. 1st down and more. And he's wrestled down at the 40-yard line. Here's the snap. Handoff fake, rollout by Trubisky. Fires, looking at the goal line, and it's complete. It's Keon Coleman who's marked down right at the 1. Diving grab by Coleman. It'll be 1st and goal, Buffalo. I formation here from the Bills. 4th and goal from the 2. And now Gilliam motions to the right wing. Motion from the tight end, Latu. Trubisky back to pass. Looking right. Now back to the left. Back to the middle. And Gabe Davis just mossed the defender for a 2-yard touchdown reception. He reached over him, pulled the ball back, and Gabe Davis is having his biggest night since he put the Bills uniform back on this season.
That was an incredible catch by Gabe Davis, reaching over Taylor, the cornerback for the Jets, to be able to pick this one in for the touchdown. What a play.
Davis in orbit motion on this 2-point conversion attempt. Trubisky looking near side, and it's complete for a 2-point conversion to Keon Coleman. Back shoulder throw in the front left corner of the end zone, and the Bills have now made it 29-0. 6:43 left in the third, and they're up 29-0. Snap to Trubisky, rolling right, looking left, fires over the middle to a wide open Keon Coleman at midfield. Taking off and going to the 40, 35, and down to the 31-yard line. One of the biggest pass plays of the season for Keon Coleman, goes for 37 big ones. Trubisky under center, burst motion from Palmer. Handoff goes to Davis, cuts it back through a giant hole. 1st down and more, 40, 35, and down to the 32-yard line. Ray Davis is going to be flirting with a 100-yard rushing day as that one goes for 23. Trubisky under center. Davis the lone setback. Burst motion again from Palmer to the right side. Handoff to Davis. Cuts it back again through the exact same hole and almost broke into the clear. But making a touchdown-saving tackle was Keydron Clark. That goes for 13 and another 1st down. And Ray Davis is up over 100 rushing yards for the first time. 1st and goal from the 6. Bills up 29-0 with 12:25 left and counting here in the final game at Highmark Stadium. Ty Johnson back in. He's the lone setback. 2 receivers tight right, 1 to the left. And now Palmer retreats to the right side. Here's the snap. Trubisky rolling right, complete to Ty Johnson. And he shakes the tackle. He's in for the touchdown. The same play that they scored on in the first half works like a charm here in the 4th quarter. And there's another 6 on the board for Buffalo.
Snow flying in the stands in front of us, looking like confetti out of the broadcast booth as fans are throwing it up in the air, celebrating that 5th touchdown for the Bills on the day. And they're going to...
As we wind down the final seconds here of this last regular season game broadcast, we want to take time to recognize and acknowledge the countless number of families and friends that have spent many Sundays, Monday nights, and Thursday nights here over the years. You chose this place, Highmark Stadium, as your destination to tailgate together, share meals together, celebrate together, and at times suffer together. Moms and dads shared many days with sons and daughters. Grandparents and grandkids enjoyed a common bond of the Bills here despite the generation gap. Strangers that sat next to one another became acquaintances over the course of an afternoon. Season ticket neighbors became friends with the same faces they saw here season after season. Some families went wire to wire from August 1973 through to January 2026. We all braved weather here that only places like Chicago, Cleveland, and Green Bay can say hits the same. No one's game attendance story is any better than anyone else's, because what Highmark Stadium has always been to the people of Western New York is a shared experience. And I know the unwavering loyalty and support that Bills Mafia has provided is enormously appreciated by those of us who work for this Bills organization, as well as Terry and Kim Pagula, the owners and stewards of this club. The best part of these last 53 seasons is we all had the privilege of living this weekly fall ritual together. So I'm honored to have narrated you through just a small part of it here with Eric Wood, knowing Van Miller did most of the heavy lifting. on this side of the radio with a solid assist from John Murphy. We look forward to seeing you across the street next season in our brand new home. But to this Highmark Stadium, I think I speak for all of Bills Mafia when I say you will be missed. Thanks for the memories, old friend. Over the last 53 seasons, there is no place we would have rather been. For Eric Wood and all of us here on the Buffalo Bills radio network, Chris Brown saying thank you, Bills Mafia, for showing up for 53 seasons.